and welcome to the first episode of What's New Player 2 podcast. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm Jay.
And in this podcast, we're here to talk about pop culture things, video games, anime, stuff like that. But
Occasionally just whatever we feel like.
which might end up being the format, but as of right now, it's gonna be basically, anime, video games, anything of the sort. And yeah, so
Alright, so you have any video games topics you want to start off with?
well, yes, I do. As most people probably have already known by the time this might be out, Kotaku released an article shortly after Joker from Persona 5 came out, and the song that was added in, Wake Up, Get Out There, had the full version, and the journalist, air quote, who wrote it,
Yikes.
misheard the lyric of the singer and thinking she said retarded when
What'd you say, retorted?
it's retorted, but
Oh, retort
it.
Oh, okay.
But remember, these are Japanese singers at heart. They can't do ours well. That's
Also, the accent gets in the way.
So therefore, yeah, you might think it is. She says it, but that's not the lyric. That song in game have been out for over 2 years already, and now you just think of making an article now
The worst
about
part
it.
was people immediately were like, no, you're wrong. And the journalist was like, well, I might have been wrong, but didn't make an amendment to the article, didn't take it down, none of that.
No, they went off social media actually after this all boiled down. So they didn't even make an apology. Kotaku had to make a half-ass second article apology about it, and everyone was like, it's not, still doesn't really matter, just take down the original article. They're like, nah. And
It's another blow for why people think we don't need gaming journalists. I mean, one of them can't make a simple jump in Cuphead. The other one is making really simple mistakes that you could put your cell phone up to it and be like, hey, what are the lyrics to this song? And hear it and it'll be like, well, this is the lyrics.
or let alone you have multiple other people telling you that is not what they're saying. It's saying something completely different, and yet you just write it off as, oh, well, we still hear it differently.
Like,
even the English voice actors of the game who star in it were even upset about it. And that goes to show that usually they don't meddle in that kind of stuff, but
it's a very preliminary mistake to make.
It's really stupid that you really had to
throw a bitch fit over the fact that you thought a word was a no-no word.
Even though that song's been out for 2 years, almost 3, kind of. Well, no, 2 years. And maybe someone heard that at first, but the game's been out for 2 years. There are translated lyrics and just lyrics for the songs on websites everywhere. It's not a brand new song.
I think the best part is, it's not even like I've seen people making jokes like, oh, look, it says retorted or retarded.
No, that was shockingly, when that game came out too, no one really thought that. Like, the original Persona games, like Persona 3, for instance, the main opening theme to that one was Burn My Dread. A lot of people, yeah, you already tell where this is going, they heard it as Burn My Bread, and then a lot of bread and toast memes spawned from it. But in that instance, it was more of a joking matter. It was still funny. It wasn't just plain stupid, and no one made an article about it, having a shit fit over it.
They burnt my toast.
Yeah, they made
honestly,
a lot of those.
It happens a lot where it's like the gaming journalists, they say, not even just people, they get their mistakes, the simplest mistakes, and then whenever someone calls them out on it, they get all defensive and have to double down. It's like, dude, just say you're sorry and move on.
Or, say that you're wrong. It's very hard to say you're wrong. I totally understand that. I feel like it's most people, but
I'm wrong all the time.
You and me both. But, I mean, if there's so many facts just laid out in front of you to where come on, just admit it. Just admit it and then move on.
Yeah, you're factually even not. Yeah, no. You are
You're
factually wrong about what the song says, and you've been called out on it. Easiest thing to do, just say, "Oh, my bad. Sorry about that."
I'll take down the article. I mean, I get it. They want it up still for the clicks and the entire...
That is a very clickbaity title. New Smash Bros. Character song says the word retarded.
I was baffled when I first saw that on my Twitter feed. I'm like, are they serious? I'm like, what song?
I thought it was a joke.
I didn't click on it. I was just, I immediately look at the comments. I'm like, okay, what do the comments say? They're like, oh, this is not ending well. This is not going to go well. And then I saw, since I followed the other voice actors on their Twitters, I saw them commenting on it. I'm like, oh no. Oh, no, this is not good.
Oh, man.
So...
I mean, it's not the first time they've screwed up, and it's not the last time.
No, definitely not. But, yeah, I was just shocked that Kotaku did that.
Speaking of ineptitude in the gaming industry, Sony, they announced, I think that the PS5 is eventually coming?
Well, they're not calling it the PS5 yet, but I
like,
mean, it's gonna be PS5.
Colloquial, the PS5, unless they pull a Microsoft and go from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation D, because D is the fourth letter in the alphabet. Get it? Like Xbox 360?
E. PlayStation E.
E, that's the fifth.
Exactly.
No, but like what Xbox did. They did Xbox 360.
So therefore, if you were thinking of it like that,
and then Xbox
PlayStation
One
5 would be PlayStation E.
Why would it be 5?
Because it'd be the fifth PlayStation made.
Yeah, but... If it was like Xbox, it's like Xbox 360. Okay. 360 is a full circle. One full circle.
Yes.
Xbox One. One circle. Xbox One. There's a joke in there that it's just the number 1 a second time.
It's going over my head, so okay. Remember when before the Xbox One was revealed?
720.
720 blue Xbox logo. Everywhere.
I missed those days. I loved
the shitty low quality memes that were actually low quality because we didn't have
high quality stuff.
Well, high quality and just weird.
And
we have weird taste now.
Yeah.
Most people will laugh at a deep fried meme alone. If it's like a deep fried picture, a stock picture of like a garbage can, you're gonna get at least like 100 likes or how many upvotes, depending on where you post it.
As long as you answer, look at this weird, not answer. As long as you caption it with look at this trashy boy or something like that.
Or that's how it be.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've seen a lot more posts like that where it just gets so much more traction where it's just a very low quality comment at this point.
Humor has become so lol, so random.
No, I don't think it's that bad anymore.
It's getting bad. It's not as bad as it was where it'd be like, oh my god, I'm eating bagels at 6 a.m. Lol, so random. Although that's not random if you go to work at 6 a.m.
No.
But now, for an example, my cousin's a year younger than me.
Yes.
Sometimes she makes jokes, and even some people who are older than me make jokes that I go, I don't get the punchline to. Like that whole Big Chungus thing. But aside from that, before we get down that big fat rabbit hole...
Ha! You're very funny. I like the joke.
Okay, thank you. My cousin, my aunt said that if she keeled over, my cousin would take out her phone and put it on Snapchat saying, "This bitch needs some milk." And I couldn't help it. I laughed my ass off. It was so unexpected for her to say, "This bitch needs some milk." And milk, the way she said it, she went, "Milk." And it's the type of humor nowadays.
Well, I mean, if you have a good delivery, that still helps comedy in general, which, I mean, if you have that, then thank God you have some... I feel like that's still some sort of talent.
Yeah, seriously.
Even though, well, I shouldn't say what the things people make aren't talented enough, but...
Some of them are, some of them are not.
No.
Like, if you go onto Reddit and you make, a well-timed joke about an upcoming thing in a subreddit you're in, that's pretty funny. But if you go on there and you just post, no one's gonna upvote this, or 7 people like this, or...
And then a lot of people are gonna like it.
And it's so stupid.
I mean, I never understand also like Twitter's kind of memes either. Like at least how they gain traction, because like I know it's just certain people gotta know other people, but like
I never understood how to get traction on Twitter.
the most I gotten was that character creation I did in Soul Calibur 6. But that was only because he quote retweeted it. Therefore, that still gained traction for me, but it also gained traction for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like I care for that enough. It was just that was a weird time.
It almost seems like something on Reddit. You have to be a whore to get traction. On Instagram, you too have to be a whore, but of a different caliber. On Facebook, you have to be a parent. And on Twitter, you have to already have been famous.
Yeah, well, you just have enough people following you that like know that will gain traction for it. Or or just someone really. Yeah, that's really.
Or do like
go.
There's that Twitter account, Save You a Click, that'll click on clickbait.
Yes, I've seen that, and that always threw me off when I see people like, tag that account,
and then they'll click on it, read the article, and tell you all the interesting stuff.
This is really cool and scary at the same time.
Yeah, it's some people are doing God's work, so it's
no, definitely.
Not all heroes wear cape, that kind of thing.
No, definitely not. So in other news,
oh wow! We went off very far from what I initially was going to say when I said ineptitude. The PlayStation 5 coming out is not ineptitude. I think it's really stupid how strong Sony is in getting into censoring, because while I don't particularly care for the PlayStation just as it is.
We know.
I
know, at least. Sorry.
Listen, Nier Automata was on the PlayStation. I didn't touch it. It came out on the Xbox. I almost 100% completed.
You're welcome.
But
and now Persona 5 needs to come out on the Switch, and then you're playing it, damn it.
I'll play it if it's on the Switch.
I know you will.
I cannot bring myself to turn on the PlayStation 4.
Which is fine and sad at the same time, but that's whatever.
I think it started because mine... Oh, before I get into that...
Yeah, go. PlayStation.
I think the fact that they're censoring so much is alienating not a major portion of their fan base, but a decent amount. Like,
that's
a lot of people get the PlayStation, as from what I can see, to get those weird Japanese games that you can't really get on other consoles.
No, because Sony is a Japanese company, and anime games are so huge on that console. So huge. Like, yes, the Switch is getting some of those now, and funnily enough, not censored. I mean, look at...
Oh, I love that. What was that game? Came out on Nintendo as rated M. Came out on
PlayStation, and they made it, what? Was it E?
I think it was E10? No. It might have been E.
But how do you make a rated M game all the way on an E?
You know, that's...
It was like something like Neko... dating made
it was
sim.
It was the dating sim, the one with the cat people.
I think so, as far as I remember. Now I gotta look it up. Keep speaking.
Okay, Sony really just don't release the game if you're willing to censor it down to E or E10 at the worst.
I mean, you're 4kidsing it at that point.
God, you're taking away the guns and replacing them with walkie-talkies, but then realizing that's still too indicative of security systems, so you're like, well, gotta remove it entirely, so let me point my finger at you and tell us, give me your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Hey kid. Like, made the Kaiba Corps, not Pegasus's men, there we go, made Pegasus's men look like they're school bullies trying to take Kaiba's cards.
Alright, my phone's not working. At least not my phone, my PlayStation app isn't working, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Well, if I can look up just the title of the game. Like,
go for it, I guess.
People have probably heard my voice plenty within those, 16 seconds.
Well, finishing on the PlayStation 5 thing in general, I think the only things I'm, excited about are the backwards compatibility, because, thank God, it's so annoying nowadays. We're so many, that's becoming less of a thing now. Nintendo used to be the one to do it, and even now they're stopping that because...
Yes, they're doing it through, some of it through virtual, but now they're just... It was fantastic on the Wii.
Of course.
And then, the Wii U was... and now they're just not doing it.
But at least with the Wii U, you were able to do it for the Wii games, which was still nice.
Yes.
Though, I mean, GameCube didn't really... GameCube sort of had that, if you want to technically count the Game Boy player, because that let you play Game Boy games and color games on there.
They've always had, a...
So, they had that. The actual portable consoles... basically from the DS onward always had backwards compatibility. Oh no, and Game Boy Advance, they let you use Game Boy Color games.
Sony's been on the receiving end of a backlash recently as it seemingly decided to alter its stance on mature content and themes in PlayStation games. Japanese developers in particular are having their titles censored in varying degrees, and apparently this process isn't especially pleasant. Keep talking about... Oh, there we go. Neko Para Volume 1.
That was it. It was. I knew it was like Neko and like Para. So yeah, Neko Para
Volume 1.
was I think what I saw from like the pictures, looks like a lolly.
Like a cat dating simulator?
Like something, or at least a cat. Yeah, something like that. But they're like the little girls.
Oh.
So they look like little girls at least, but they're probably like 5,000 years old. But
Best trope ever. I know I look 6, but I'm actually 6,000. I know I look 33, but I'm actually 12.
But let's not get on that topic, because I feel like that's really overdone as...
Well, the topic of where it's like, I'm an average, normal 10-year-old boy, and he's like super jacked, is funny that ended up coming up in this conversation today. Because earlier I was playing Pathfinder with my cousin.
Okay.
And he's the DM this time around.
Yeah.
So he introduced DM specific for Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah.
But
I think they get it.
He introduced a character named Bubba because someone wanted to go to the orphanage and take all the orphans and train them. And Bubba is a very tall, 6 foot, well, 6 foot's not very tall, but a tall, for the time at least, a tall man with huge buff biceps and everything, and he carries around a great axe, and he is 6 years old, the youngest at the orphanage. And it reminded me so much of those animes where it's like, I'm your average, normal, everyday high school boy. And
looks like he's 25 years old.
Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He goes, they're super swole like DBZ characters, but he's your average high school boy.
I mean, look at Gohan in like Dragon Ball Z, for instance.
That's some kid with muscle deterioration.
That kid freaking has muscles, and he's only like 8.
Yeah, seriously, he has muscles ever since.
By the time he's in Namek, he's fighting Frieza, and he really looks like a little swole baby.
Like a midget who works out a lot.
You mean Krillin?
Yes.
Alright. But yeah, so let's actually finish the PlayStation 5 topic real quick.
Got so many non sequiturs.
So, backwards compatibility? Cool. 8K, I don't get it. I mean, 4K looks alright enough. You know,
Don't you need like a special TV and a special...
Exactly. I don't personally know how many of those are actually a thing right now, let alone how expensive they are.
Oh god, and everyone who bought like a 4K TV is gonna have to upgrade again. Like, no thank you.
No thank you. I'm going my HD 1080p personally. So that's weird. But everything else on the console seems to be pretty good. But obviously we'll have to wait and see. I'm assuming E3. Oh wait, they're not going to E3 this year. That's right.
They're not?
No, it's only Xbox and half Nintendo. You know, they're not actually there.
Yeah,
they do their directs.
They put on a video. Man, E3 seems like it's going down a little.
I mean,
because Xbox, a lot of people are thinking they're about to like just switch to that streaming box thing.
Well, I mean, they look more like they're trying to really like focus, like try to put some of their IP on like other consoles, like Nintendo, for instance. I mean, look at Cuphead. Cuphead just got put on there.
That's gonna be cool. I mean, I've never.
It's out there already.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's out now.
Jeez, I am so far behind when it comes to Cuphead.
I mean, I haven't. I just remember seeing it floating around. But I did. But there's also been a few Xbox One games that I've been seeing that have been like when Gears of War 4 came out, that was immediately also a Windows 10 game. So they're trying to really, I feel like...
And Master Chief Collection's now on
And
PC.
now is going to Steam and whatnot. So I feel like that's slowly...
That means Master Chief Collection for the Switch!
I mean, maybe. I don't know about that, but like...
that would be very taxing for the system, though.
I mean...
The whole game. It's a big game.
Well, yeah, I mean, that game alone takes like 85 gigabytes. I'm like...
It's crazy, but like...
I mean, like, at
I
least
get it. It's...
In that game's case, yes, I get it. It's not like we're Overwatch, for instance. I fucking hate
the newest update.
Any update can take more than the actual game's file. Just why can't you just overwrite some files instead of just having always these random big updates? At least for consoles. I don't know how it is on PC. I'm not a PC player. Oops. But
we're both console tards or peasants, console peasants. I prefer to think of it as console supremacist. You know, we're the true master race.
I mean, I just like consoles. That's my opinion, really. But,
I mean, I only say that because I know it annoys some people.
But fair enough. Okay. So, anyway, ending that conversation because we had like 6 other ones. So, that's PlayStation 5. In other not news, what I've been playing recently, just throwing it out there. Besides Fire Emblem Heroes, as usual, because you know.
It's a gacha game.
It gotcha. It's got me by my balls.
I was about to say by your wallet, but by your balls works too. If you're into
it hasn't been in my wallet in a while, thank God.
Well,
but yeah, Ranulf does not want to come home for me.
Is it pronounced Ranulf?
I think it's Ranulf or Ranulf.
I prefer Ranulf because that flows better.
I'm probably gonna say Ranulf. I don't know why I said Ranulf. But
he's Randall from Monsters Inc.
Besides that, also disclaimer: we're a big fan of Fire Emblem. Just throwing it out there, so it might be coming up a lot.
Very much.
So
especially with 3 houses coming out soon.
Oh, cannot wait! I still think it looks good.
Okay. Sorry.
No. But Ranulf does not want to come home for me. After I got Valoria, today, I summoned again. I got a fucking 5-star green Olwyn.
Oh, jeez.
I wanted to strangle the game. I'm like, can I just have my beast unit? You're already screwed up.
Are both Olwyns green? I thought.
No, the original one was blue.
Really?
Yeah, she was blue. A worse Reinhardt because her attack stat is Garbo.
I mean, that's how she is in her game, right?
I don't know. I haven't played her.
From what I've heard, Reinhardt's absolutely broken.
Yes, Reinhardt's absolutely broken.
Absolutely terrible.
I mean, that's just depressing. But aside from that, she got then a green one when Leaf came out.
She had a green leaf green.
Well, no, because when Leaf came out, it was a banner with him, Nana,
then the
Reinhardt and the Olwen. I got that Olwen again. I want her the first time. I don't want her again. So, unfortunately, now I got +1 of her and 0 Ranulfs. The one I actually want.
That sucks. Still on Fire Emblem, I saw a thing that said something about in 3 houses it looks like all you can change about Byleth, which, non sequitur real quick. Well, actually, it's not a non sequitur. Byleth is not a gender neutral name. It's just, you can fight me on it all you want. It's not a gender neutral name.
I think I'm okay with it personally.
Oh, I don't mind it, but it's
not
a gender
but you don't think it is. And Anna, I'm honestly okay with it. I mean, it makes more sense than Corrin. Well, no, Corrin does fit as a. I keep hitting the name.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like Corrin, Robin 1000% is a gender.
Oh yeah, Robin was perfect for that.
Corrin, Chris also was good.
Yes.
Corrin, I think fits fine. Byleth, I'm not a fan of.
I mean, what do you think fits better in Corrin's case? Their English name or the Japanese name Kamui?
Isn't Kamui like darkness or something?
Maybe.
No, or lightning?
I don't know.
I think Kakashi has a move called Kamui something. Or is it a Sharingan Eye? I don't know.
Dude, I haven't watched...
I have no idea what the name means,
I've seen this multiple times. I've stopped watching Naruto years ago. I don't remember most things anymore.
I haven't really watched, but I love the Naruto fighting game, so that's how... that's the only way
Which is fair. I did that for a little bit, then I'm just like, I don't care. Now they're all going to be re-releasing them in like a year or so.
That's true. Although there was that one with the robot Naruto. Anyways... sorry.
Yeah, because I also still actually want to see the thing I want to talk about, but keep going. Fire Emblem.
I don't think Byleth is a gender neutral name, but I saw a thing that said it seemed like you could only change the name and the hair color. And,
I think that was the one who sent that in the our Discord chat.
You might have been.
Probably.
And honestly, I'd be fine with it because that's like Chris.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'm okay with that too. I really didn't personally. To me, I still would like the story to be I mean, if the story revolves around us, all right, fine. But I wouldn't mind.
So who you siding with?
So that's the big question right now. Since we really don't have actual, details specific on each of the lords representing them. So, there's Dimitri, the blue hair one, there's Claude, the yellow one, and then Elgar, the one
Dimitri's blonde. You said blue haired.
Oh, I said blue hair. I meant the blue.
Honestly, he'd be
the
more
blue
interesting
house.
if he was blue-haired. Design-wise, he is not that interesting.
People say he is, and personally, I don't agree with that. His hair.
Clyde's my favorite, design-wise at least.
Claude, yeah. I mean,
Claude?
I like Claude.
Why have I been saying Clyde? Am I thinking of Pac-Man Ghosts?
You might be thinking of Pac-Man.
The orange one, that's Clyde, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think in Pac-Man it's Clyde, and then in Miss Pac-Man it's something different.
Probably, maybe? Okay, I don't know. I don't remember at least.
But yeah, Claude is my favorite design-wise.
I'm probably gonna side with Claude, even though I do like Edelgard's design too. I mean, I feel like definitely I definitely feel like you and I might be on the same team on that instance.
It's either Claude or Edelgard, because axe units are cool.
And that's another thing. I think it's cool we have a female axe lord, technically. If they're going to consider her the lord.
I feel like she's gonna have to, considering it's like a school for nobles.
No, I know, but I meant like, you know, like how most Fire Emblem games, they have like a main lord.
Yeah. You got your Marths and your Kroms.
Lucina, technically a lord.
You know, that'd be kind of cool if they made like an Awakening 2 or whatever. Where
I
it was
think
set
they
in
technically did for DLC.
Really? Where it's just
where
the
it focuses on the kids in the future, where like they're in that future and like you're dealing with them going through what Lucina is trying to prevent.
So they preemptively realized that my idea was stupid as a full game, and were like, idea.
I don't know how far it goes, or let alone I need to download that eventually. The only thing with that game was that I didn't. This is like when DLC, I didn't understand how it was working with the 3DS.
Honestly, it was.
And the way that they even did it on the 3DS for Awakening was just really weird, chopped up, to where that game was chopped up. Fates was kind of the same thing, and then Echoes, which was overblown price. It was like $75.
What do you get with the Echoes?
Echoes was
is that the Grima fight?
No, Grima is in the base game. You gotta just beat Duma first, and then afterwards you can go to Arcanea
and fight,
and then go down the fucking Thebes tomb, which still haven't done yet. It's a bitch and a half.
I mean, I'll never be able to.
It's a
attempt
bitch
that.
and a half. And you can fight Grima, which I thought was really cool. But that game's like DLC pass like $75. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good. It's like separate maps that give you like extra weapons and overclasses, stuff like that. And then there's some that are like story related. Like I think it shows some past events with Matilda and Clive and Ferdinand and all them.
Sometimes DLC is just way too overpriced. Like
Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive. The newest one, yeah, where it's like the base game is free, but either $60 or $50, depending on if you want to buy.
If you want the males, the game's like $50, I think.
I thought it was like if you want the males, it's like 20, and if you want the females, it's like 40.
Yes, and then I think there was like a weird like mixture to where like
you get all of them for
like
50
or something,
and then it was like you can either get half of it and then the other half for a total of like 60, or you can get all of it for 50. And it's like, I'm not, I love Dead or Alive.
It's so much fun. The combat is so much fun, but I don't want. I'm waiting for that game to drop more in price because I love that game.
It's like everyone told me about Anthem, and it's like, I might try it when the price drops. I'm like, buddy, it's gonna be free in about a week.
But probably, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen price drops. Oh, I might have, and I just haven't paid attention personally.
I paid the full $80 to get the Legion of Dawn.
But I mean, you enjoyed it at least.
I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Therefore, that's all that matters in that aspect. But so let me actually go back because this seems to be a thing that we're going to keep doing.
Non sequiturs or tangents.
So yeah, it's more tangents.
That's true.
So what I've been actually playing yesterday, I finally beat Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War.
Oh, nice. That's Selifs?
Yes. Oh my god, those maps are so fucking big. And they take so many turns.
How big are they?
They take about like. For me, at least, they took up 50 to 60 turns.
Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Not a fan of that.
It was a little taxing, not gonna lie. I was doing that from like 2 o'clock to like 8 o'clock. I'm like, huh. Like the store, I will admit, out of most of the Fire Emblems.
Jeez, you spent a Skyrim in there.
I did spend a Skyrim in there. I spent a Persona 3 dancing and Moonlight in there. Are you kidding me?
That long?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you can play that game till the cows come home.
I shouldn't, but
Well, yeah, but I shouldn't sink 24 hours into Skyrim like one
But that
night I
game,
did.
you have more. There's more reason why to do that. Mine's a fucking rhythm game that you could do about 2 hours if you felt like it.
Not gonna lie, I spent 6 of those hours trying to kill a chicken without getting bounty. You get a bounty of, I think, like 100 gold when you kill a chicken.
Okay.
And I wanted to find a way to kill a chicken
Yeah.
without getting the bounty on me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried pushing the chicken away from where the people could see it. I tried sneaking around, which is weird because stealth, normally you can kill someone and then if no one sees you. And, like, my stealth was decently high. It had to have been, like, 70. And I spent 6 hours trying to kill this chicken without getting the bounty because I just had nothing to do.
Yeah.
I eventually did it by jumping on a barrel, then onto a roof, then hiding on the top of the roof, waiting for the chicken to come into view and shot an arrow at it.
Okay. Yeah, it's so like, but going back to genealogy, like I will admit though the story, from what at least what I think of it, it definitely was one of the more engaging ones. I don't know why I can't say that right now.
Listen, some people just at certain points can't be like sometimes you'll just be like, personally.
It's the worst when I'm talking to customers behind the desk, and then it's like,
and then they get to
how
make the
may I
jokes.
help? So how may I help you? It's horrible. But like story-wise, it was definitely the most interesting to me, to where I actually kind of cared about these big-scale wars that were going on, and all these other nations trying to go, either going against Sigurd or Seliph, or the ones that you're trying to join, and definitely since you already know this, it's not really a spoiler.
Talking about big old Smokey.
Sigurd getting burned, even though I knew it was going to happen.
Alert.
I mean, also it's like a 20-year-old game, 25. So,
I'll still get mad if you spoil Citizen Kane, though.
I never watched it either, so I don't.
Oh no, that's the joke.
I figured, but I'm just saying I never watched
Everyone
it.
spoils it.
So,
Rosebud.
like, even though I knew it was coming, like, I still grew, and apparently there's still a romance
Support.
mechanic in the game where they have kids. I didn't know how it worked, so most of the kids that I got during Celiph's part were all the generic ones. I'm like, oops.
So you could have had better units.
I don't know if better, but I could have got like Nana, that one healer that came at Leaf in his banner.
Name is yes, she has short blonde hair.
Short blonde hair,
Yes.
the one who looks older than her actual mother. In
Yes, she
Heroes.
looks like Lachesis, but
Lachesis in that game though was I actually kind of like her a lot. She was a badass.
or Lachesis.
Lachesis. At least that's how Nana pronounced it.
Okay.
But like she was a basically what Awakening's thief was. She was a sword unit and a healer.
Oh, the Trickster.
Trickster. Yes, Trickster. I don't know why.
That's cool.
Yeah, and she was a really cool unit. Like, she had that weird thing with Eldigan, to where she's like, oh, my brother's the best. I love him. Oh, no man could be like him.
Save it for Alabama, sweetie.
But, like, she was pretty cool. I actually kind of liked her, and now really looking at her in Heroes, oh my god, people are right. They did a horrible job on her.
I mean, I could
At least art-wise. Personality-wise, personality and voice, they got down pretty well.
Honestly, I could have told you the art was terrible on her.
No, I knew the art was terrible on her to begin with. But like it still hurt me when like most of those first gen units died or they were burning. I'm like, no, I liked Ira. I fucking love Sigurd.
Oh shit, Ira dies too.
Yeah, Ira dies.
Oh damn! So they all die in the fire?
Most of them do, except for Lewin.
So wait.
Forseti's rage, dude.
Oh shit!
He's
Mom's
like-
Forsetti.
Yeah, Mom's Forsetti actually becomes like Selph's like mentor, essentially
cool.
for the rest of that game.
So wait,
But it's not playable.
Sigurd and them go to find the red-headed guy.
They don't
Arvis?
find. So Arvis basically. So what happens in the story is Arvis is like lackey. I think her name was like Ada.
Arvis and Ada. That sounds like a sitcom.
It does kind of. So like, they still don't know that Arvis was being a douchebag and whatnot. And then Sigurd like captures the last castle. Which by the way, there's always like 3 separate castles spread out the entire fucking map. That's why it also takes
You
forever.
have to capture 3
You
of
have
them?
to capture 3 fucking towers, and they shove so many enemies at you.
Jesus.
It's really sad too because like before Sigurd captured the last castle, and then
That whole...
the whole basically then out Arvis's lady friend is like, oh, Arvis wants to speak to you because he wants to congratulate you on saving the country and whatnot from these brigands, or I forget what country was fighting them. So eventually
Poland?
sure but a year before this Deirdre got taken away, and it was really sad because she had Seliph already, and she was basically Sigurd told her to stay with Seliph, and she's like, all right. And then like after you captured one castle, she's like, Shannon, I need to go see Sigurd. And he's like, no, I told Sigurd I'd protect you. She's like, watch the baby, I'm going. And he's like, okay. And then she gets taken away, and then you don't know, and then you find out, she got taken away for a whole year. And then you find out right before Sigurd and everyone gets burned, Deirdre comes out because Arvis is like, hey, Deirdre, I want to have you meet someone. And her memory's wiped at this point.
Oh, so he...
So she doesn't know Sigurd, and then, like, she kind of starts to remember when, right before, like, Arvis... I don't want to sing Alvis. Arvis burns their ass, and it's really fucking sad and fucked up because they also fucked Arvis and, Deirdre. They had 2 kids, Julius and, Julia. They're twins.
And they're, Selif's half-sisters.
Half sister and brother.
And do you have to fight them?
You have to fight
Julius?
Julia, you get basically chapter 1.
Oh.
His chapter 6 technically. That's why that game only has 11 chapters, but they're fucking huge.
Well, they got a lot of story to encounter.
And that's something, they have a lot of story built into it. So like right before like also that, like Sigurd like tells this guy named Oifi, who's kind of like a tactician and whatnot.
Oifi?
It's a weird name.
I like the name.
And then he tells him with Shannon to go take Seliph away so he's not in this war. And it's really fucking sad because, like, you see, like, the sprites walking out of the castle and he has a legitimately baby Seliph wrapped around, like, his arms and then just walking. Like, that's really sad because since I already knew that,
Papa gets smoked.
Papa's going to get smoked. And, so that was sad. And I want to try to wrap this up because I don't want to make this too long. But,
full game explanation, go!
Yeah, so that's why. But I think the one death that really killed me, because I really like these 2 characters.
Killed them, too.
Shut up. Quan and Ethlyn.
Oh, no, not Quan!
I know, but, like, so, Ethlyn, I don't know why she did, well, she did say why, but I still thought it was stupid. Ethlyn's like, oh, Quan, this is, they're like at a desert, and they're there to help Sigurd fight, and Sigurd doesn't find this out, which is really sad. But
so he just dies not knowing what happened to him.
No, well, Ethlyn dies too, and that really makes me sad because like Leaf has an older sister named Altena, I believe was pronounced her name. Altena. And so Ethlyn was going to leave. Oh no, because Quan told her to because they're going to go in the desert and it wasn't going to work out because especially since they had their daughter with them. And the reason that she took her because she wouldn't stop crying if every time she kept leaving her, they took her. Which I'm like, I don't know why you bring your baby to war.
Listen, I know babies like that who scream bloody.
Which fair enough. And then but they left Leaf there with Finn.
Well, because he wasn't crying.
Which yes, but like still. So, both Quan and Ethlyn get killed by by Thracia, which no, they're not part of Thracia. They're part of Leonstar. It's a different country. So, but I don't want to get too much into it because
it's a big full game's lore.
That game has lore like up the ass. So, they all die from Wyvern Squad, which fucking hurt me because I really liked those 2 characters a lot. And then the main commander of that group took Altena mainly because everyone's a descendant of like not a Dreadlord.
The Dreadlord.
Not a Dreadlord.
A warlord?
Sure, I'm gonna say Warlord, but then not. So, Altena was the only one that is the only one now since they killed Quan that could wield a Gaybolg.
Yes, the Gaybolg.
The Gaybolg. So, the guy was smart. It's like, okay, we're gonna keep her so she can so we can have her work for us and she can wield the Gaybolg, since Leaf couldn't.
Yeah. Wait, why couldn't Leaf?
I don't know. For some reason, he wasn't able to. But I mean, if I played his game, eventually they'll.
Oh, right. He's from Thracia.
No, well, technically he's from Genealogy, and then he has Thracia, which is technically like a middle game or sequel to Genealogy. Anyway,
big.
Anyway, good game, pretty fun. Very long maps though. Not gonna lie, I might use cheats if we all play together because my God, it's stressing me out just a little bit. But Leaf, Sigurd, and Ares, fucking MVPs in that game. Holy shit, they were so good. Leaf, for some reason, was able to wield swords, lands, bows, and fucking tomes.
What? Wait, why tomes?
I don't know, but I'm like, I'll fucking take it. He was a badass.
So I take it he leafed the axe at home?
I guess so, but oh my God, he was so fucking useful for me. I'm like, yo, let's fucking go, Leaf. So he is my MVP, and Seliph.
So, in total, where would you place the story? Like, would it be, like, above?
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, definitely, if I want to just do it like that.
And where along the... Because I know you like Echoes and...
Echo's story, for me, aside from the, everyone's favorite, Celica part.
Let me stab you with a sword to fix you.
I'd still give it like an 8.5.
So you'd say Echoes, then Genealogy?
Yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed the story. I was actually interested in all the politics and everything, and
that's a hard thing to do.
And it was tragic. It was a legitimate Shakespearean tragedy. I felt like, and I enjoyed it. I actually really did enjoy it, even though sometimes the game skipped on me with some of the cutscenes, which irked me, like the burning scene.
What it didn't show you the. That's sad. Everyone loves the Burning Man festival. How dare they?
I mean, but also the music's very good in that game. Anyway.
It's a Fire Emblem.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Fire Emblem songs that could be very forgettable. But that game had
I don't remember anything from Conquest.
There you go. Anyway.
But then again, Conquest, the only thing I remember is Silas. He's the only positive memory I have from that game.
Good boy. He's a good-looking boy. Anyway, okay. Enough about that. Because that was like another 10-15 minutes worth, I think, of just Fire Emblem Genealogy.
I feel like it was a little bit more.
Probably. You have a lot of Fire Emblem YouTubers that could probably tell you a lot better than I can.
Yeah, well, some of them make real good stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But, so, I'm excited for Sword and Shield, from what we've seen of it.
I'm indifferent only because Pokemon is, yet again, for me personally, has been tried out. I tried playing Sun and Moon. I did not care for it. And I did like Omega Ruby, but that was because it was a remake of probably my favorite Pokemon entry. And I did play X and Y. It was alright. I don't remember anything from it, so
X and Y,
forgettable.
The one memory I had... Well, not the one memory. I remember actually quite a bit from X and Y. But...
That's the meme.
What meme?
It's been 3,000 years.
Oh, that, yeah. But, no, the one thing I remember is I started up the game.
Yeah.
I got, first time I ever played the game, I got Froakie, I got Bulbasaur, and I got the free Torchic. And then I started off, I forget, I caught the thing that turns into Talonflame. I forget his name.
What were the starters in that one?
The starters were Froakie, which turns into Greninja, Chespin, which turns into
Chestnut. That's who I picked. I'm trying to think, who did I pick in that one? I picked Chespin.
I mean, Chespin and Chestnut is my favorite line from that game.
Chespin's just cute.
Chespin's a little adorable dude.
Little nugget.
So, anyways, I got to the first town, did everything there, got to the first gym, got the roller skates, beat the bug person, and then I continued playing, and I was playing at the same time as, 5 of my friends.
Yeah.
And I got the game started up first, so I was farther ahead than them. And 2 hours after I beat the first gym, I finally managed to find my way to the second gym. I was like, why was this so far away? All the other gyms are so close together. The second gym was so far away. It was insane. You had to do so much before you could get to it. But, my favorite Pokemon is definitely Black and White and Black and White 2. I played Black and then Black 2. It was honestly one of my favorite stories Pokemon's ever told.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
It had this really sweet side thing that you didn't have to do, but you could, where once you've beaten a certain part, you can go back and there's a Ferris wheel, and you can get on there's some girl waiting out in front of you, and in front of it for you, and she goes, "I'm scared of heights. Could you please go with me?" And then you go with her, and she gets to enjoy the. And it was just a cute little side thing that they didn't have to include, but it was very touching, and I just loved the whole story of it. End's Castle theme is fantastic.
I mean, that's why I always hear that one in Smash. It's a good one, though.
It's not a lot of people like Black and White because they say it didn't add any good Pokemon. That's not true. It added in Braviary. All arguments are null and void.
But I mean, unfortunately, that's where I legitimately dropped Pokemon. I stopped right before Black and White. But I will say, Black and White had, I don't know, it had a nice aesthetic for me, personally. But I still don't know which Pokemon game out of the three I played the most. Because I played Pearl a fuck ton, I played Ruby a lot, and I played Red a lot. I don't know which one I probably played more, but those games were still, they hold a special place in my heart, don't get me wrong, but I still feel like the Pokemon craze is such a...
It's gone for you?
It's so gone for me, unfortunately. Even though, sure, I do like, seeing some things. Like, I still love the aesthetic and just the look of the Pokemon Trainer Gold or Ethan, whatever you want to call them.
I call him Gold.
He's still...
well, technically I call him Jay.
Okay, well, technically I would call mine Anthony, but still, I think, personally, I really love, he's my favorite aesthetic. He looks the best. His
design is so good.
I just like how he looks.
I thought Brendan from 3 was fantastic, and then I found out it's a beanie, and I said, oh, that's a little upsetting.
I actually did like his beanie, though.
I still like the beanie.
No, I know.
I was a little upset that wasn't his hair.
Which is fair enough.
Although, out from the games, even if you're not into the games, the adventure manga, I love it. I recently got the box set for all of Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Yes.
And it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, I remember reading that back in early high school, late middle school. They were good manga. I really enjoyed them.
I liked what they did with the Elite Four. That was a big surprise.
I liked that. So, all right, going from that, I was about to say something, and I know you never watched it, but since personally, as another disclaimer, we watched a lot of we watched a lot of anime with dubs, so
That's right, because I'm not here to read a TV show, just like I'm not here to watch a book.
So so like any show that's like probably popular right now, I might not be as caught up as other people because the dubs usually are later.
Definitely not as
well, I mean the only one that that's been, oh my god,
Black Clover.
Well, besides that, no, Fruits Basket. Oh my god, that remake right now is so good.
Oh, Katrina, my sister was talking about it.
Oh my god, it was so good. It's so good. Everyone looks so beautiful. Kyo looks like a babe. Laura Bailey as Toru again is so nice to hear.
Yeah, especially considering she dropped a lot of her roles.
She dropped a lot of anime roles, and not even when she was pregnant. She just dropped anime mostly because she moved to LA and
some video games.
In some video games, but at least sometimes she kind of came back for that. Like right now, she's coming back for Catherine, which that's a big cult classic. Which I gotta get on that.
The game?
Catherine the game, the
blonde
one.
The blonde?
She's the blonde one.
The one where
the
there's two Catherines, and then
she's
in the
Catherine
next
with
one,
the C.
The next one, there's a third one with a Q.
Technically, it's Rin.
It's Rin? What?
They're nicknaming it Rin.
Quithrin?
Well, I think that's just why they don't want to do that. So that game hasn't come out yet, but I'm excited. I gotta play the original first. But Troy Baker's coming back for that, which is really cool. But that anime is so good so far. Oh my god. It makes me want to cry. And Mob Psycho 2, is finally getting its dub next week.
I need to watch the first
You
one.
need to. It's all on Verve now, and I think it might be. I think it's all on Verve and Crunchyroll. I do not think it's on
Funimation?
Funimation anymore.
Oh, man. I'll have to reopen my Verve one because I don't have I only have
You
Funimation.
could use mine.
Um,
You have it on my Xbox technically because we watched it for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
That's true. We did
Also, we personally what we've been
Which-
doing recently, watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
trying to find Alexis's brother. This Tarzan-looking man, so suspicious. He must know something about my brother. Oh no, wait, never mind. He's just a crazy man out in the woods.
It's a fun time. It's a fun time to riff on it with someone else with you because it's a joy.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's
is
nostalgia for us. Don't get us wrong. We love the show and stuff, and we've been playing the card game. At least
it
I've
just-
been playing it on the phone.
Oh yeah, same. I love Duel Links.
Yeah, Duel Links.
I almost said Dual Terminal. That's a machine they put up in some stores where you can
Yes,
do a duel and then get a card.
But like I've been watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh! On the side, the dub.
It's such a wacky time.
It is such a wacky, but also nostalgic time. I like it, and GX has that kick-ass opening theme.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's so good.
It's like almost like the Digimon one where it's super simple, but like you're gonna be like.
But at least also on this one, this had more.
It's more than just the word Digimon. Over
Yeah,
and
this
over.
one has lyrics and progression. There's a good guitar solo.
Speaking of good guitar solos, Power Rangers fighting game.
Oh yeah.
Did they announce any of the DLC yet?
I know they had an update, like a wave, like a title update to where they added free characters. I think they added the Blue Ranger.
Oh really?
And the other characters. As far as I saw, or we kind of got a glimpse at, I don't know. I haven't been fully following it. The only, going on the fighting game thing real quick,
Yes.
the only fighting games I've been really following is like Soul Calibur 6, which is still my favorite fighting game, even though I get frustrated with it sometimes, both mechanically and...
They did my lizard boys wrong.
They just did Nightmare too much, but that's...
They did my lizard boys wrong.
Let's not get on that topic
I
because
can't make the lizard pope.
I know you can't make it. I know, they screwed over your lizard people. I get it.
It's very upsetting.
That's another character they need to add in for DLC. But that game I've been following, I've been interested... Mortal Kombat 11, more and more. I look at it, makes me want to get it.
I like the fact that what's it? Ronda Rousey is gonna be Sonya Blade.
Yes.
I like that. I like her.
I am thoroughly like, I kind of want it, but I don't want it, but I do want it.
I get that feeling.
And I'm trying to think if I do get it, what console, because I do have the old...
It's coming to Switch.
I know it is. So, like, that, I'm thinking, like, do I want to, but it's like, but how will that run? I mean, I heard it runs fine, but the online...
Well...
And that's another thing, it's like, maybe I'll just go for Xbox.
In my personal opinion, for almost every game, the Xbox controller feels the nicest to me.
I mean, no, when I use the Pro Controller, it feels fine. That's not my issue. I think it's more if I want to play online, I don't want it to potentially be crap. So...
Yeah, I meant just because, like, doesn't Mortal Kombat use, like, quarter circles and whatnot? Isn't it like a traditional fighter?
Yes, it's like a traditional fighter. Except they have also a lot more of, like, other kind of inputs. They have, like, back and forth, but, like, immediately, and then, like, a punch, and then...
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot more of those.
The stuff that, like, they incorporated into Injustice.
Yes, and the only thing that I just still don't like with Mortal Kombat in general, but a lot of people like it for that, which is fine. To do fatalities, you gotta be, like, certain distances away, but they don't fucking...
They never, like...
They describe it in a weird way. They do sweep. The only one that makes sense is full screen.
Yeah.
Do from full screen. Okay, that one makes sense. But
You know,
game I've been getting more and more interested in because I've been watching a Legacy video on it. And I'm like, I like Mortal Kombat 9. Well, on 360 when I played with my cousin. And I own it. I should play it again.
See,
This one looks more fun.
my problem is that it's no secret that I don't really like fighting games.
Yes, you don't know.
I'm not good at doing quarter circles, especially when I'm Krillin trying to do the Kamehameha.
Yes, I know.
But I keep buying them.
Yes, you do.
However,
Except they're alive. We both pretty good on that one.
I mean, listen, when you can mash buttons and do things, I'll be fine. But
No, I know, but I meant like we've both been pretty good at that where we didn't buy immediately.
Oh yeah. However, for the most part, if I buy a fighting game for the Xbox, I find I'll play it more. One, because I guess the Xbox is my favorite console. I wouldn't admit that, but I guess it is.
I can see it.
And the controller, it just feels better in my hand, and I can make the...
It's also a bigger controller compared to, like, in your hands in specific, your hands fit more better in an Xbox controller than, for instance, a PlayStation 4 controller.
Oh, yes.
PlayStation 4 controllers are more smaller in your hands. Therefore, yeah.
The
And same with, like, a Joy-Con. Both in it.
Joy-Cons are tiny. Although, whoever designed, the right Joy-Con, that's the red one. Is that the right one? Yeah.
But, on mine, that's the right one.
Or
I hit the mic again. Go ahead.
Whichever one.
Yeah, it's the right one.
Yeah, it's the right one. Whoever designed that's one of Satan's boys. Like, you get used to it, but the fact that you have to extend your finger halfway through the controller to get to the joystick.
Oh, yeah, I mean, how many games actually really use it for like that?
What?
That's the only...
At most games, if you only have the two Joy-Cons.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
like
most of the time you gotta just play in handheld mode if you're gonna just do a single player, or you fucking just take them out and put them in the thingy.
I mean, yeah, but like if you and your bro want to play Smash and you only have those two Joy-Cons, oh, you fucking casual, you gotta use a GameCube. I do use a GameCube controller because
I use a Pro Controller now, funnily enough.
Because I've owned a GameCube controller for a while, and then it broke, and then I got another one.
That was my issue. I still have those like 4 old GameCube controllers from like 20 years ago.
I was about to say, since you were one, I don't think the GameCube was out back then.
No, it was not. 15 years ago, 15 or 17 years ago, whatever, something like that. They broke down, and I'm sad because like also all of like the comfort thing on the top,
the ribs,
the rubber on the control stick. You kicked the table. Why'd you kick the table?
Listen, these are clunky size, like 14 feet. I
get tinier feet.
I really wish I could.
Get
these
tinier
things extend
feet.
like a.
I can get a knife if you want. I can cut that down.
You know what? That'd be fun. I got something else I need you to cut down for me. It's my nose. What were you thinking?
Oh yeah, your nose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I have it on the floor. It's touching the floor right now. Okay, it's an elephant's trunk.
Okay.
I need help.
Okay, that's gonna be our headcanon now.
What, that I have an elephant trunk?
Yes.
It can be your headcanon, but it's my reality.
God. Okay. Don't.
So where were we? GameCube controller, rubber missing.
Yeah. So last Christmas I finally got 4 newer GameCube controllers. So now I have 8 lying around. Because why not?
I mean, listen, for 10-player Smash, you got enough controllers for everyone.
Basically, even though at this point I'm like, all right, I'll hit a Pro Controller, make it easier. Everyone else, fend for yourself. But do not make my GameCube controllers look dirty, because I swear to God, my brother...
I will castrate you.
I castrated him twice already with that, because... Well, I see, like...
Damn, he's only got 4 dicks left.
Yes, but, like, he complains about everything being dirty, and then, yeah, when I see my GameCube controller, I see fucking, like, peanut butter marks or something, or, like, really, like, weird scratch marks. I'm like, dude...
How do you get these scratch marks here?
Like, what the fuck? Like, stop ruining my GameCube controller. Stop taking them to your friend's house then, because I will not let you. And they're mine. Yeah. I make them pretty. I keep them pretty. Don't you fucking touch them, you motherfucker.
That's how I feel about my children that I keep in the basement.
You don't talk about the children in the basement.
You know, Reggie has a science fair soon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's doing...
Is that what he's doing now that he retired?
No, not Fizame.
Oh, okay.
The meekest of the rat children, as I like to call them.
Okay, well, shying away from that.
Okay, no. He's actually talking about the real rat children. Gotta move away.
No. That's besides the point. So, trying to wrap this up, probably, because we've been going for a while now.
Almost an hour.
Yeah, so,
Actually, exactly an hour and 30 seconds.
Okay, well, stop looking at the time clock. We don't need to do that right now.
I'm not doing it right now.
Yeah,
I did it a second ago, which is not right now.
I can't deal with you. Okay, so...
I love you too, Dad. Everyone call him Dad.
No. Call me Mom, if anything. I'll feel less kink shamed for it.
I think you could find a way to kink shame Mom. Alrighty then. Well, looks like it's about time to wrap up.
I mean, closing thoughts. Hopefully this wasn't too much of a rambler, but
they're putting drugs in the water supply to make the frogs gay.
No.
I'm actually kind of really glad that guy's gone.
Right. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, no, like
We're doing it again.
what's
Going on a tangent.
well, like
When this was supposed to be a closing statement, essentially.
this will be a quick one. No matter what your political beliefs are or any other kind of beliefs, that man was giving people really bad ideas.
Okay, so I just looked at a text on my phone in our Discord group chat. The first thing I see, I just saw a guy jerk himself off to death in a play at SBU.
Nice.
So, with that being said, this was What's New Player 2 podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If not, fair enough.
I get it.
We get it. We totally get it. We totally get it. And hopefully we will see you next time.
And I love you all.
I'm neutral to you guys. Yeah, I won't push the love on you yet.
My love is free.
I said yet. You might get the love soon.